Hi, my name is Matt Grasberger, and today I'm going to be talking about getting started with the Selenified testing framework. Selenified provides mechanisms for simply testing applications at multiple tiers while easily integrating into DevOps build environments. Selenified provides traceable reporting for both web and API testing. It wraps and extends Selenium calls to more appropriately handle testing errors, and it supports testing over multiple browsers locally or in the cloud. So what we're going to be looking at is a base repository that we'll be using to pull down Selenified and run our tests with Maven. So the first thing we need is the dependency for Selenified, and that's going to look like this. So we'll also be using the failsafe plugin to run our tests. Next, we'll need some tests. So Selenified uses TestNG, so we have some test annotations, and we're also going to be using a data provider to simplify our tests and provide different arguments. So the first test goes to Google and compares the title. The next test uses our different search terms here in our data provider, and it performs a search and verifies that the search was performed. So once we have that, then we're going to need an XML file for TestNG. This is going to tell TestNG which tests we'd like to run. So you can use something like a class name, a method name, or in this case, a package name. The only thing that's left to do is to run the tests. So we're going to be using the verify goal, and you can also specify a browser, and in this case we're going to be specifying two browsers, Firefox and HTMLUnit. So here we can see Gecko drivers being loaded to run our tests with Firefox. And we can watch the tests being executed. We see the different search terms being searched for. And we can also see HTMLUnit is now running. Because HTMLUnit is a headless browser, we only get output in the terminal here. So we have 8 tests that were run, no failures. Let's go ahead and check out the results. So we're going to be going to the target folder, which is the standard for your Maven output, and failsafe reports. And we'll start with the index.html. So here we can see which methods were run and passed. And more importantly, we can look at the reporter output, which is going to provide us step-by-step each action or assertion that was performed in the test. We also get information about which browser it was run with, how long it took. And if we pick one of the tests that was executed with a graphical browser, then we can go ahead and see screenshots from steps along the way. And those are going to be really useful for debugging issues with your tests or an issue with your application. So this was a really quick intro into how to get started with Selenified. For more information, you can visit the main repository, which will be linked in the video. There you can find much more information about writing and running the tests.